Hey, what's going on, you guys? What's going on? This is your girl, Kwamia. For those that do not know how to pronounce my name, you guys could call me Q, Kwa, either Queen. I'm your founder, CEO, creator, and most importantly, your host of Pillow Talk with the Tea podcast. Tonight, we are back with another episode, another topic, and we are sipping on some tea as we spilling it. So as you guys could see, I have my beautiful, amazing sister, gang, here with me. Introduce yourself to the PTWTT family.
Hello, everyone. My name is Natalie, as you see. Also go by the name of Passionate. I hope everyone is doing well out there today. What's up, girl?
Yes, what's going on? Listen, thank you so much for coming by Fly of the Night. I appreciate it. So tonight's topic we're gonna basically discuss is the best things in life are free. So basically, I'm stating that meaning when you hear that word or hear that statement, the best things in life are free, what resonates in your mind?
Family. Because they're priceless. You know, you can't get another. Can't get no matter
Not with another. Sometimes you want to trade their ass, but
yeah.
So what comes to my mind is love.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's another one that definitely comes to my mind. It resonate. And as I was thinking of this topic and thinking about researching about more of it, I found that there are 12 types of love. And yes, and not only that, but we're just going to hit on the 4 main hot topics of love. So the first one is eros, which is an erotic, passionate love. We might as well get this one out of the way first because, of course, it says self-explanatory, erotic, passionate love. Normally, if I think that I don't know if it's eros or eros. You know how people pronunciate things different. Yeah. But it's spelled EROS. And I think to me, that's the love that you give to your partner, your significant other, your person, your husband, your wife, your person who you with, or whatever the case may be, companion. That's what I was thinking of. So of course, this is new to me because I didn't even know there was different types.
Yeah.
Only types I knew is, okay, my boyfriend, my parents, my son, and other family members. So I never knew it was 12.
Exactly. It's like love for your friends, love for your family, love for yourself.
Exactly. And then the other one is called philia. So it's PHILIA. So this is love of friends and equals. So definitely I understand that because I have a friend, my best friend that I've been friends with for over 30, 35 plus years.
Yeah.
We met in high school. That's my ride or die chick. So listen, that's the love I would say is we ain't even got to speak every day. When we do talk, it's like we picking up from the time we last spoke. Right where we left off. Right. I think everyone should have that type of love. So do you have a best friend or someone that you have the philia love for as a friend?
I do. We can stop talking for like a month. And when we start back talking again, it's like we just never stop talking. It just keep on going. We just do a little catch up. And then we're right back where we left off at. Like we just never stop talking. I love it. And I can call it morning, noon, or night.
Yes.
You know, I have a male friend too, just like that. So it's good to have one, you know, the opposite sex also. Even though it's not probably sometimes good for the ears.
Yeah, it is. And out of that, especially the opposite sex, good for that manly male advice of opinions. So the third love is the stooge. So it's STORGE, stooge. This one is love of parents for children. So love of parents for children. So I believe the parents loving their child and their child loving their parents. So of course you got that love. And that's one of the things that I say that besides me not knowing that there was 12, this is the one that, okay, love for your child, love for your parents. So absolutely, even though sometimes I want to hang my son out the window, but I still love him. And then even with my mom, I love her. Sometimes I don't like her. Cause I am not saying I don't like her ways. That's really sometimes very questionable to me. And I be like, listen, lady, I want you to be the best version of yourself. So I'm gonna call you out. And I'm gonna tell you and put in that mirror to your face. She don't like that.
Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda.
Yeah, she does not like that. So do you have kids?
I don't, but I have got kids. I don't have any of my own.
I think normally the same love as being a biological parent is the same love as being a godmother or godparent.
I think so. Because for my niece and nephew, they called me mom for a while too when they were younger, and I held on to that. So for my god kids, they don't really say god mom or mom. They mostly call me Cookie, which is another name, or they say TT. So my godsons, they call me Cookie. My goddaughter calls me TT. Because like now her grandparents have, because her, and she calls her my mom. So I was like, TT is fine. It's okay. Just know I'm your godmom. If somebody asks, oh, that's my god. Yeah. And I was like, there's a T in my real name, so don't worry. It's okay. You can call me TT. The love is definitely there, and I don't feel no different. I still feel like they're mine. I get them when I want to, give them back when I.
That part. Listen, that's my saying. Like, I love children, but I love well-mannered, respectful children. I don't like the little naughty, misbehaved ones. Those are the ones that you want to just pop and be like, just go where your mama at. Go where your mama at.
Yep, exactly.
No, I know, because I'm not having it. I don't deal with you.
My two closest god kids are around the corner, and they're both boys at 3 and 5 years old, and they're both brothers. When you have them separately, oh my god, they just have so much fun. But when they together, you be ready to just tie them to the wall.
It's a lot. And that's how I am with my nieces and nephew. I could have them one at a time. I can't really have them all together because I will lose my marbles.
Mm-hmm.
It's too much. It's too much energy, too much auntie Mimi, auntie Mimi, auntie Mimi. Ooh. If somebody call my name one more time,
I'm gonna change my name.
Yes, I'm like, that's not my name anymore. One time I tried that on them. I was like, that's not my name. They looked at me like I was crazy.
I'm right, your name. Yes, it is.
Yeah, and one of my niece, she was like, that is your name because I've been calling you that all the time. I say, no, I changed it yesterday. She was like, Auntie Mimi, stop playing.
I'm gonna do that to my god kids when they come over. They come over this weekend. I'm gonna do that. Cookie, I'm hungry. Cookie, I'm tired. Cookie this. Cookie, he doing that. Cookie this. He doing that.
And just tell them that's not my name anymore.
Right. My name anymore. They be like, I know the 3-year-old gonna be like, yes, it is.
And then of course the fourth major top types of love is agape. Now I heard of agape. So agape is love of mankind. I have heard of that before, and that's just basically loving others, no matter if you know them or not, just having love for people and others. Now, I definitely believe that's something that I do follow and practice when it comes to agape love, because I feel like, as they say, God is love and love is God. And we are to love one another because biblically we are brothers and sisters, and we are to love one another no matter if you know them or not. It's just humane. It's just the humane part of life that you do. And but some people you just can't. I'm sorry.
Right.
There's no law to that. There's some people you just can't. You like, excuse me, sir, ma'am, what? Like, you just Like,
Oh, I'm done. I can't do it no more. No, thank you.
And not also because it's been this thing for so long that we've been saying on social media as well as in real life and reality that we've been saying support one another, support, 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 support. I feel like with agape love and having agape love and love for mankind, women and men, children, everyone, I feel like with agape love, I feel like support of love comes from that, of just generally supporting an individual, especially with this big old thing with black people, with black businesses, the whole following train, with the whole, we need to support and keep the money in our community. I feel like that's definitely big on agape love.
Yeah. Yep.
So
I definitely agree.
yeah. And then another thing, but this not even on the list, but going to another bullet point, I also feel and believe that one of the best things in life is free, and you said it early on, self-love. Self-love is one of the best things that life could offer that is free. And I feel like each individual should be able to end up doing and to experience in their life. Because who will love you better than you?
Exactly. That's why I told people on Valentine's Day yesterday. If you don't have a Valentine where you doing they out of state, like mine was out of state and wasn't able to, stay until Valentine's Day, that's a time to self-love on yourself, even though you should always be doing it a couple times during the week. Absolutely. Or every other week. So use that time to take care of yourself in your own beat.
Absolutely. And you know what? I see so many people on social media when I had the chance to glance my weekend. I was proud of some of these women because they took themselves out to dinner. They bought themselves some roses. They spend that time with themselves. And I feel like taking yourself out to dinner, you are the best date that you could ever have. It's you. Buy yourself roses as well. And this is something I was raised to do is, buying a fresh bush of roses just to bring in the house to make the house smell good, even with your other scents. But just to feel that, I could be able to buy myself some roses. It's like you said, this is something that you should be able to do every other day and twice out of the week. But a lot of women don't do that.
Yep, they don't. Don't love on yourself, love yourself. Because if you don't, how you gonna love somebody else? You ain't gonna love them correctly if you can't love on yourself and love yourself correctly.
That is
the only time you want to love on yourself is when you don't have that mouth figure around to give you what you're in that need of a moment. You love on yourself then, so go higher than that.
That is so absolutely true. And that just teaches you in regards to when you do have that significant other, because you loving on yourself or you love yourself and have that self-love for yourself, you know how to be able to express that to that person, how it is that you want to be loved without, saying too much, because the experience of it, because you showed yourself that. You know what it is. Me, I always, listen, I go to the movies by myself. I've been going to the movies by myself since I was like, I think 21.
Especially they got the lounge seats, honey. I take up the whole 2 seats.
I go to the dining one, where the ones you could have your food come to you. Listen, if I'm going to take myself out and I'm going to treat myself and do some good things, I want it to be first class, good luxury.
Exactly.
So please bring my wine. Please bring my wings with my ranch dip on the side, with my popcorn. I'm being super greedy right now, but I also want my pretzels and my cheese.
Yeah, exactly. Because you know how they have the lounge seats sitting together for like you and another person. I take out and I put out both of the legs and then stretch out.
But see, the one in Jersey, ours are so big. It's like 2 people could literally sit in it. So it's big for just one person. And you could take the side button on the side and you could recline it as a recliner chair.
Yeah.
And I'll be loving it. Put the feet up, sit back, you watching the screen like you in your own personal theater, and you got your own personal way to come in, and you can hit the button when you want to order something else and they come take your order, bring it when it's done. I'm like, when I first experienced that, I said, where the hell have I been doing all this other time when I was going to the movies?
Right. You get 2 in 1. You get everything. The food and the movie. Oh, wait, 3 and the allowance.
That's true. That is so super true. But I think that even it shouldn't take Valentine's Day for majority of people to understand that. But listen, you live and you learn, and at some point you eventually end up getting it at some point. You know, as long as you finally get it. But I definitely have to give the women some applause, because yesterday they was doing the damn thing. And I guess they wanted the world to know. So, because, you know, people got to whip out the phone, record, you know, show evidence. You know, they took themselves to breakfast, either lunch or dinner, brought themselves some roses or whatever. I'm going to tell you what video I did see. So Dollar Tree. There was a lady I seen on social media. She had to have like at least over 50 something balloons. So when you want to get balloons, I don't think we thinking about the fact that how we getting these balloons back. So we have this whole thing in our mind, like, yes, I'm gonna get these balloons because I have this idea in my head. So okay, I'm like, so how is she getting these balloons in this car? Okay, I'm like, so maybe she gonna use the trunk, maybe she gonna stuff something in the back. But no, that was not happening. So what she did, I guess she opened the back door and she must have tied it on the side handle and she closed it and she was just driving slow. Yep. I said, you know what? You got to do what you got to do.
Exactly.
She wanted them over 50 balloons. Now, have they by the time that you thought of an idea and you went completely overboard with it, but then didn't even think about how the hell you going to get it to Mine was who party was that? I don't know if it was my son's party or somebody's party. I went to Party City. I just started buying balloons up. I got the number ones. I got the ones that was cute that say happy birthday. The ones that had the little graphic, little design.
Yeah.
Girl, so all of a sudden the lady, and you know how you could pre-order with Party City so you could do a pickup. So I said, okay, I'm soup. So I'm in line waiting. I'm like, oh, he gonna be happy. No, this was graduation. It was graduation. That's what it was. I'm just thinking about it. It's coming to me. And I'm like, yeah, because at that time when he graduated high school, we still was in the pandemic. So we had to do the whole virtual graduation, do the curbside whole thing. And you know, me being creative, I was making sure I gave my baby that graduation the best of all best. Curbside, red. I bought a red carpet, girl. I bought hella balloons. I bought everything. So then I'm sitting there like, okay. When she gave me the bag, she gave me 2 bags and she gave me all the balloons. I was just like the lady. I said, okay, so how I'm going to do this? So, and at this time, I didn't have a car. So I was Ubering it. So I called the Uber. The Uber came. And all of a sudden, the man seen me with the balloons in the 2 bags. But of course, you know, he like, shit, if I pick her up, maybe she gonna give me a nice tip, you know, help her out. This man went above and beyond. He got out the car. He started putting the balloons, some in his trunk. He started putting some in the back seat. He was like, okay, you get in. I'm gonna push them in. You home. He was driving safely, you know, so we could get back to my destination, everything. I didn't give him a $5 tip. I really did, because if it wasn't for him, like, how the hell I'm getting home?
Yeah.
With these balloons. And I was like at least 4 cities away from my original city. And I was not. And yes, I was 4 cities from my original city, because why? All the party cities near me it had stuff out of stock. It was nothing available. And I had a creative thought in my mind, in my head, of where I was going to go and what I wanted to do when I was thinking of this creative idea, making sure my son had the best virtual graduation.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, so what can you think if it's another actually thing that comes to your mind when you hear the best things in life are free besides self-love, self-care, and family, and just the 12, but we went through 4 different types of love. And listen, I gotta really look at the definition of those, because 12, whew,
Gotta say for another rest for another time.
definitely that's gonna have to be a part 2 and 3 and 4,
Yeah.
because baby, I never never. So, but other than that, listen, ladies and gentlemen, research that, Google it. I'm telling you, will find 12 types of love.
Because I
But besides that, and us loving on ourselves, what you got going on, sister? Tell us about yourself and what you got going on.
Well, with the pandemic and everything that hit, outside of that, I am a travel agent. I'm working to actually get my business back up there because, with the pandemic, it took a large hit and I had to refund over 120 trips when the pandemic hit. So it was rough for like 6 months of trying to make sure everybody got their refunds. And, we was getting the money, from that money. I was just refunding them that. And to the refund account, because it was coming back to my account anyway. So I was giving them some of the pandemic money just because they was like, oh, where's my money? So it was definitely a crazy time. And I'm like, that everybody in the world is requesting refunds.
You know what? That's so crazy that you say that. I never really thought about travel agents and the fact that during the 3 years of the pandemic, what you guys even experienced, because now I'm thinking about it, people had prepaid trips. People put deposit on trips. People had trips already like paid in full, or halfway paid. So, damn, I know that had to been difficult for y'all, because even with my travel agent, she was like, yeah, it's a good time right now, especially if you want to go later on in the year, do it now, because, things are low, everything is cheap, because people want people to travel and to get there. And I was like, yeah, that sounds cool, but I don't know if I want to be around people right now.
Exactly. Yep. You're definitely right about that. I know I'm going to Dubai in September, so that's my first trip as kind of introducing myself back out there with the travel business and stuff, because now I feel like it's a whole reset, all over again. But I was doing it all by myself too, so it's me calling every company, remember every name, every person, just to get a refund. So it was a lot.
Wow.
And my pockets took a large hit, also trying to keep it going, trying to wait for the pandemic to end to open back up the travel stuff and cruises, because I was the cruise queen. That was my niche.
Wow.
I loved doing the cruise part, so because it was easier. Very easy.
And the cruise, I've never been on a cruise before, but it seems like I hear a lot. I hear some bad things, but then I hear some people saying some good things about it. Listen, and I'm a foodie, you listen, and you guys can say whatever you want to say, but dumb cruises, all you can eat, and especially somebody was telling me, a couple people was like, especially going to cruise, they got the lobsters. I said, come on, good Jesus.
All the bacon, all the breakfast you can eat, all the ice cream. Let me tell you, I was running back and forth to the ice cream sheet. And then, like, they got the little, at night they'll do a movie on the main deck, and they got these big old, like, pillow, like, lounge chairs.
Yeah.
I would sit up there watching while I wake up. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. I look around, they cleaning the decks. I wake up, go get in bed.
Oh my God.
And let me sleep. Let me sleep.
And just thinking about a cruise, I remember seeing, for some reason, social media shows everything I came across probably a couple of months ago. It was a video that was taken on a cruise ship. I don't want to know. I don't know what cruise ship it was, so please don't be in the comments. Ask me what cruise line that was, because I can't remember and I'm not researching that video. But it was, of course, our people sitting there having a whole brawl on the cruise ship because somebody tried to talk to somebody or somebody else's person. I don't know if the person knew that the person was with them, but I won't even blame him or her, because sometimes people go off on certain vacations and things and they be looking unavailable. I mean, they be looking available.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't even probably put past. They probably was throwing out some signals on the side. They probably was saying some little hints and whispers, and then all of a sudden now that person coming like, oh, why you looking at my dude? Oh, why you looking at my girl? When that whole time your girl, your dude could have been throwing some hints behind your back, or you don't know what was done or said.
Giving the side eye.
Exactly. Now you ready. Now you fighting. And then I was hearing that the same people, the same crews, that they was getting a lot of complaints because they was smelling marijuana and throughout the cabins of the whole different floors. And I'm like, okay, now with the cruise lines, don't they check you?
So when I went on Carnival for the first time a few years ago, this is the first cruise I've been on. I haven't been on another one, but when you pull up to the parking lot stuff, you unpack your bags, they take it through this little checkpoint. But whatever bags you take on with you onto the ship, you take with you, because it's going to be about a couple hours before you see your actual bag show up to your to your room that you're staying in.
Yeah.
So they do take it through the things like they do at the airport to see the x-ray, you know, when you're going taking your bag, so they can see what's in it, because they want to make sure that you don't have any extra liquor or anything like that, with people that find ways to sneak liquor on, because now people can't take water bottles no more, because people are switching off the water bottles and putting vodka in them.
I believe it.
So now you can't even bring water bottles on there. So now you can bring a bottle of wine or something like that. But now you can take your own shampoo and conditioner. So now people are taking the shampoo out and boiling it and washing out and putting the shampoo and conditioner bottles. They find it for everything. But they can check your bags and see. But I don't know if but you don't see that part. They take your bag and then you going on to the ship, you know, so you can get on at the time that you're supposed to be there, because every group has a certain time that you get on the ship and everything. So what it looks like and what they can see, but I'm sure it's probably like how you go through the airport and you take your purse through the little thing and stuff like that, they can see. So I don't know, but they should be able to, but I guess they maybe have dogs to smell or something, I don't know. But when you go to the islands like that, you can get off and you can go. Well, I was at the Bahamas. You can get off. You can ask somebody for something.
Yeah. But that's when you get off and you're there on the island. You're not literally taking it with you.
Yeah.
You know, so you're waiting, especially if you're going to the Caribbean, you're in Jamaica. They got that good stuff.
Yeah. It's next.
But Dubai is definitely one of my places to go on my list for sure. I know you're gonna have fun. It even look beautiful when you just see it. Oh my god. But besides just the traveling agency, what else do you got going on? Where can the people actually follow you, come support you, to be able to come like and share your content, where you could be able to send the people over to?
Okay, so geez. You guys can find me on TikTok, and it is called, I changed the name, so now my mind is like this. So it's called 50 Shades of _passion. So 50 Shades of _passion. I redid the name. I was like, I have to own up to it a little bit more. So if you guys ever come to TikTok, that's where you will find me mostly.
Yes.
And watch your videos at your own risk.
Oh, she had to put a disclaimer on the videos. I mean,
have a black wine, have a bottle of beer, maybe a mouth for Bucky. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God, listen, you guys make sure you definitely go follow her, check her out. Not only that, so are you getting back into travel agency? So just in case the people were looking for a travel agent.
I am slowly getting back into it. You can look me up on Facebook as Sweet Dreams Travel and Tours. And you will see my pretty face. So that's where you'll find me. Sweet Dreams Travel and Tours on Facebook.
Yes. So I definitely will have all her information right below in the description. So anybody wants to be able to go follow her and like and comment and share her stuff on TikTok. And if anybody looking for a travel agent, definitely I will make sure I have that in the description box as well. But also give the people some parting tea of what, if like any motivation, inspiration, encouragement, whatever parting tea words that you want to leave the people with in regards to the topic that we spoke about tonight.
Love yourself first before you can love anybody else. Just always find yourself, because every situation that you go through, changing relationships, breaking up with someone and going to another relationship, even with friends, things that you go to, it changes you every single time you go through that situation. So always try to find yourself first before you go jump into the next relationship. Love yourself first, because you just never know what you're taking into the next relationship that you didn't solve for yourself. I tell my friends and my family that all the time. And they, I told my sister that, she go, "You younger than me, what you know?" And I'm like, I know. I've been in abusive relationship before, and you just go jump into the next one, and it's not healthy. So you gotta love yourself, rethink everything, and whole mental mind state, physical, everything. It changes you. So always think about yourself first with any situation you step into.
That is so true. Listen, I second, third, fourth, fifth agree to all that and everything she said. And you guys already know what I always say. Be unapologetically who you are. Have that don't give a fuck mindset and attitude, because this is your life. You only get one to live. Do not give a fuck about what anybody else say outside of that ones that matters. Be you, and it's okay to be you. We was all created imperfectly perfect. And as I always close it in the show, please remember to be the light to someone's shade and not the shade to someone's light. Because I'm telling you, we have to be able to end up igniting one another and not de-igniting one another. So, but that was another amazing episode. I appreciate it so much for coming through, for stepping in. Thank you. You guys make sure you go follow, you go like, go share, go subscribe. Everything on her information will be at below the bottom of this description bar. So you guys don't have to hit me up and say, "Oh my God, who was that? Where she got find her from?" Because everything will be at the bottom in the description bar. So please don't forget to put in your notifications, the bell down there. Please make sure you subscribe so you can make sure you could continue to get all this tea and information and amazing, incredible shows. And not only that, but comment, because I want to hear what you guys have to say. Because again, as I always say, this show is just as much as your show that it is mine. And so it's our show. So, but I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for coming through. You guys have an amazing night.